started crying and I kept saying, it's over, it's over.
As the legal chapter closes, the healing process continues for the family of Brandon Hardway. The Champaign community lost him a little more than a year ago. Good evening, I'm Brandon Morano.
And I'm Karina Rubio. Hardway was the general manager at Poor Brothers Tap Room in Champaign. He was shot in broad daylight and later died. Today, the man who pulled the trigger received the final decision inside the courtroom. WCIA3's Jack Crum joins us from the newsroom. Jack, what happened today?
Karina, 25-year-old Fidel Shumanga has been committed to a mental health treatment facility. This is after he was found not guilty by reason of insanity in July. Today, I talked with Brandon Hardway's wife, Erin, who says this decision was the right one.
It was a relief, but it doesn't bring Brandon back. But I feel like now I can really focus on grieving him and the loss.
Wednesday marked the end of a year filled with tragedy in Champaign. Fidel Shumanga was found not guilty of the death of Brandon Hardway by reason of insanity. 2 different doctors found Shumanga to be unfit to stand trial.
Pretty much wrapped everything up that we had been expecting, but I wanted to be there to hear that it was happening and it was done.
On Wednesday, present for the final time in court was Hardway's wife, Erin.
I want to be there to represent Brandon. I know he would be there if it was me on the other side. And I just honestly, I just needed to hear for myself that it was taken care of and it was done.
One outcome she hopes for is a greater emphasis on funding mental health treatment.
The best possible thing that can happen now is that he receives the treatment that he needs and that he deserves. And I feel like mental health care was a big component of why this tragedy happened. And if he had been able to receive the proper mental health care, maybe he didn't have access to care or there weren't resources for him, then this could have been prevented.
She also says compassion guided her through this difficult process.
And understand that, yes, he did something wrong and the law did its job, but I also want him to be treated and to be taken care of.
And for Erin, the chance to heal after a public and grief-stricken chapter.
The fact that this part is done, taken over, I feel a lot of relief, and I honestly feel like now I can really focus on my healing and grieving my husband and just taking care of myself now.
Shumanga will be committed to a mental treatment facility for up to 60 years. However, the Champaign County State's attorney told us he could be let out earlier if he is determined to not be a danger to others. In the newsroom, I'm Jack Crum, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Jack, thank you. To recap a full timeline of Brandon Hardway's death, he was shot by Shumanga outside of Poor Brothers in Champaign, February 8th of 2024. He was pronounced dead less than 2 weeks later on February 27th. And today a judge decided Fidel Shumanga will receive inpatient treatment for a maximum of 60 years.